Ubisoft is developing an open world Star Wars game, and we could be seeing a reveal soon enough. And in this video I share some of the essential things that Ubisoft needs to get right with the Star Wars game. And also we will briefly touch upon where the game currently is and when we may potentially see it. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. So this open world Star Wars game is being developed by Massive Entertainment, one of Ubisoft's many studios. They are well known for the creation of the live service third-person action RPG franchise, The Division. They also have an open world avatar game known as Frontiers of Pandora in development, and I'm looking forward to that game as well. The Star Wars game was also teased to be revealed sometime this year, likely E3, by one of Ubisoft's creative directors who took to Twitter to wish a happy year. However, the tweet mentioned the Star Wars game, and he also said that 2023 is going to be a huge year for us and to join the adventure, which points to a reveal of the game this year since being announced in 2021. So I feel that the setting needs to be more unique. This means that Star Wars needs to take a step away from the Jedi, since we've just had loads of games from that point of view and not much else. The new setting should be on something that hasn't been seen much of, such as the Star Wars underworld, which involves mercenaries, bounty hunters, or it could be something related to or based upon the Mandalorian. I mean, it doesn't have to be him exactly, but it could be an original story about a Mandalorian or bounty hunter. Whatever it is, it can't be a Force user, because we've just had too many Star Wars games where we've played as a Force user. The only exceptions are Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Republic Commando and Squadrons. The Star Wars game should have an original story, with you as a mercenary or bounty hunter dealing with a crime syndicate. Ideally a syndicate like the Black Sun Syndicate, which has only gotten a few mentions and references in the movies, so would make sense, or the Pike Syndicate, which is also a good option, as we should learn more about them since seeing them in the book of Boba Fett. I don't think the player protagonist should be a character that was seen in the movies or TV series though. I mean, it would be absolutely sick if the Mandalorian was the player character, but I think we should be able to create and fully customize our own character in this game, and we should be able to pick a variety of races such as Wookiees, Twi'leks, Rodians, droids and humans, while also customizing the background of our character and appearance. The game should also add some RPG elements, such as being able to level up your character and put skills into the character and be able to craft things. Not just weaponry, but also armor and other things that could prove resourceful in the game. Also, the combat needs to be served with justice. I don't want it to just be a full-on cover-based third-person shooter. I want the protagonist to be like a badass, be able to fight with the fists and legs, shoot without being in cover all the time, maneuver around enemies like Lara Croft, and be able to manhandle them like the Mandalorian does. It would be shameful if they don't incorporate some form of hand-to-hand combat, because Uncharted was able to do it, the Batman Arkham games were able to do it, and Ubisoft's own franchise Assassin's Creed was able to do it. I mean, it obviously doesn't have to be how I want it to be, but if Ubisoft doesn't implement hand-to-hand combat and instead relies on cover-based shooting, then the combat is not going to be as exciting, and it will be more cliche and repetitive than if it balances things out. But we don't know what Ubisoft will do, although if their franchise Assassin's Creed had it, then it may be safe to assume that hand-to-hand combat may be featured in some way. The other thing that I really want is a fully explorable Star Wars universe, with at least all the big planets we've seen in the movies and TV series, considering this is after all an open world game. I don't want the game set in a small part of the Star Wars galaxy and we can only visit 10 planets with open world emptiness. No. Just give us the whole galaxy to explore, with a linear level design. Allow us to visit famous planets such as Tatooine, Mustafar, Coruscant and Mandalore. Basically just fill the emptiness with side quests and allow us to search for secrets that hide important resources, just like the original Tomb Raider. Because if you remember, in the original Tomb Raiders, there were secret places that held things, from ammunition to additional weapons. So Ubisoft should do something similar, because that would help us to craft and upgrade our weaponry. And speaking of weaponry, Ubisoft should include a variety of unique weapons, It is Star Wars, there's no need for copy and paste weapons that look like the real world weapons. Use games like Mass Effect as an inspiration, where some of their weapons were very unique in terms of design. And also, we should be able to upgrade the weapons, and I want to be able to dual wield some of these weapons. It would be so cool to do some of these things. Before we move on, quickly, if you're enjoying this video, then please hit the like button, and if you want more videos like these, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more notifications. Getting back into the video, the vehicles is the other important thing that needs to be addressed in this game. We should be able to fly our ships, and apart from Star Wars Squadrons and the Battlefront games, we haven't really flew ships in the Star Wars single player games except for picking the location and then see a cutscene showing the landing of the vehicle. So if we are going to explore the Star Wars universe, then we need to be able to fly our ships. And it's not just that, how about riding on speeders and bikes on land? And also we should have chases on land and dogfights in the air. That's what we should have in an open world Star Wars game. And it would not make sense if other space games such as Starfield end up having spaceships and this Star Wars game doesn't. The Ubisoft Star Wars game is far from release anytime soon. If I was going to give a release prediction, then maybe late 2024 or early 2025. But it has been teased by Ubisoft themselves that they just maybe will reveal the Star Wars game at E3. Either has a CGI cinematic trailer, then radio silence for a while, or a surprise trailer with a release date, which I think will be more of a problem since we all know how prone Ubisoft is to delaying games. But it will certainly be released after Massive's other licensed game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which is also an open world game which I might talk about soon, so keep an eye out for that one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, then please hit the like button, and also please subscribe and smash the bell button if you want notifications on for more videos like these. This is the way.